Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I got my paper pumpkin, and this is for actually the month of February. So I got it about a week and a half ago. So I got it kind of late for whatever reason, but the name of it is Hello Spring, and probably after this winter, everybody is super ready for spring, I bet. And we have our little stamp set here. We'll show that in a minute. Ooh, and we have a pretty little stamping spot called Petunia Pop. So pretty. And here are the rest of the pieces. I put my little box away. And we'll just go ahead and open this up. So we have some twine in here and a roll of probably double stick tape. And cool envelopes, different envelopes. Oh, and a big sheet of our dimensional stickers. They're not stickers, but okay, so here are, and look at these botanicals, which is so pretty. I love botanicals. And then we've got, these are really pretty tags to go with that, and love this blue. And then we've got these, some pink tags and some circles. So we can just go ahead and pop those out. And these are, so this is 2 sheets, it looks like. Just go ahead and pop them out all at one time. It's no problem. And I like how these tags we kind of have a ruffled edge here. And then we've got some circles. I think it's just 2. Yeah, it's 2. And then we've got these. I love these. Oh, and they just come out so nice and easy. And this is 3 of those. So I'm going to set those up here above the area just to kind of give myself some working room here. Kind of lay them out, put the envelopes over here. Golly, we've got a whole bunch of things to pop out. So we've got all these leaves, and they're so pretty. They're multicolored. This is so many pop-outs. Which means that is just things you don't have to cut. So that's pretty cool. So there's 3 sheets. So and those are chives. And then we've got mint and basil. And if you've ever grown basil, holy moly, it can get away from you. And mint too, for that matter. You'll have mint coming up all over the place. And basil just loves to go to seed, so that can come all over the place too. But gosh, isn't it wonderful? Okay, and then we've got chives, chives, and chives. Let me see something. Yeah, there was just 3 of those, but we have 4 chives. Chives would be an easy thing to grow too, I think. Actually, I should grow some chives. Tell my husband to save a spot in the keyhole garden that he built. Okay, so there's our chives. That will go up here. And here are our instructions. So you can see all what goes with each. Now you can change this up as much as you want. And so here are the stamps. So we have chives, thanks for helping me grow, happy Easter, hello spring, to a wonderful friend, sending love for you, and some little floral to go on the, those are probably going to go on the chives, I bet. And so that goes with that. And you can see now this little bag is a perfect size to store your stamp in with your little thing that makes it easy to read what it is. So I will cut that down so that it's the same size, and I will put that in there. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So the first one is, oh, and I didn't realize that. Okay, that is, it looks like a kind of a copper shine to it. Very pretty. I didn't realize that. Now this doesn't have any shine to it, but this one does. So very pretty. Now you can always cut this in half and you can have 2 cards, but then you'll have to glue this onto, adhese it onto a plain white cardstock that's cut 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Is that right? 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then you fold it in half, and you have 4 1/4 by 8, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So you can make 2 cards out of this if you're so inclined. So we've got our chives here, and I will pull those down. And we're going to use our stamp. And I'm going to use the block that I have, which is a 1x1. And this little guy is going to go on the 1x1. Okay, so I'm just going to ink up my little floral and see how it... So it's such a pretty color. I love that. Okay, and they have one going here and one going over here. Love the color combination. Okay, so one is going here. And just twist a little bit and go over to here. So cute. Didn't get it inked up all the way. It's what I like about the clear blocks is you can tell when you're not inked all the way. Okay, those are completed. And these are what our little chives look like. So pretty. Okay, let me put those over here. And those are going to get paired with the mint. Well, you know what? These go with a different card. Okay. I was supposed to ink these. I'm sure that one gets those. Oh, Lord. You know, this is me. This is what you get. But this way you get to see, you know what? Everybody isn't perfect. And I will never, ever, I have too much proof of my imperfections to be able to say that I'm perfect. Okay, so these are going to get paired with each of these. And also the mint is going to go with this too. There's the other mint. And then they are going to go with these little and each of these is going to get a dimensional sticker. Okay, so they're suggesting the phrase that says, "Thanks for helping me grow," to go on these. But you could also put "to a wonderful friend" and "sending love." So, or "Hello Spring." So we can use each of these. You can use whichever phrase you like to go on these, whatever, you know, is fitting for you. And I will go ahead and put a "Hello Spring." Ink it up. And see how this one works. Looks good. So I'm going to go and stamp this one, "Hello Spring." And then also I am going to use "To a wonderful friend." Like I said, you can use whatever phrases, whatever sentiments work for you. And your cards, your collection of cards. I've gotten quite a collection of cards. So I'm going to try it out first is what I'm going to do. This is all up to you, whatever phrase you want to use. My phone sure is making a lot of noise today. And I do like this. Thanks for helping me grow. Because you know what? When you go through big events in your life and your friends help you get through it, it's growth. And they're helping you grow. So that's a pretty meaningful phrase, sentiment. And you know what? You can't just grow on your own. People help you through that. At least that's how I think. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on there. Okay, there's my 3 phrases ready to go. And so what are they? They're doing like a little loop, kind of like a bow going on the back. And how are they? I think they're sticking it down with the double stick, it looks like. So let me get this out. Then you try to find the end. This looks like it would be, it's a little loose. I don't know how you're supposed to find the end. Let me work on that a little bit. Okay, there was a little thread sticking up, and that's it. And look at what they've done over here on our instructions. So they're suggesting that you cut this piece 12 inches long, or 30.48 centimeters. So they have us a ruler to use right here. Very handy, very thoughtful for sure. And I'm just going to cut all the pieces. And it looks to me like each card gets a 12-inch piece. So why not just cut all the pieces, right? So one, should have kept count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and the other thing is I think we're going to stick it down with this double stick tape. And so I'm going to put a piece under here. They're showing pink here, but they're just showing that so that you know that's on the back side of the pink. Okay, and if you peel off the backing, then you can do your loops of the twine. So let's just see. Okay, so there's going to be a piece that sticks out here. And then a loop. And another loop. And then a piece that sticks out here. So you can be a lot more generous than I was. So I'm just going to put don't fight the natural curve to the twine, because you probably drive yourself nuts. Loop. 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 Okay. Okay, so we're going to put dimensionals on the basil. And okay, these are just going to get a flat piece. So the basil, they have the basil going on top. I'm sure you can put them wherever you want. That's totally up to you. I'm going to use some of my dimensionals that are extra here. So that one's going to go on top, and then this and this are going to get a piece of the double stick. Okay, here I am, going to score my card. I mean, it's scored already. You don't have to score it. It's already scored. So we're going to put first our chives on first, like that, and then we're going to have the mint is going on. That's kind of pointing there, and we're going to have, you know, about the same amount of space over here as over there. And then the basil is going to go on next. And that is going to go right in here. And then we've got our sentiment going on. And that is going to go right in here. So there we have some loops just for a little decorative element, a little interest, and there's our first card. Okay, so now we're just going to go through this real quick. Now you can change these around if you want to put one on top over the other, like put the basil down. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I was hiding some of the pretty elements. So I'm going to put okay, so my thought is the basil has its name over here, so I am just going to put it over here, and then here comes the mint, and the mint's name is over here. So I'm just going to line that up like that. And then here's my chives, my pretty chives. And like I said, I'm using up a sheet here. Otherwise, I've got multiple sheets of this half used. And then I am going to have the chives just right like that. See, so you can tell basil, mint. And I'll use the whole Hello Spring here. And that's going to go like that. I kind of lost a string here someplace. Here we go. Still like the pink, the blooms on top. Just because you certainly don't want all your pieces to go to waste, so why not go ahead and use them? So there's our 3 cards. To a wonderful friend, hello spring, and thanks for helping me grow. Okay, so the next one is to a, well, this is going to be these. They always give you one extra, so that's just in case you make a mistake. We all do. And this one they're saying to a wonderful friend. And this is why they give you an extra one. Because you're supposed to put it at the far end, and then one part sticks out over here. So, what did I say about being perfect? Thank you, Paper Pumpkin, for putting in an extra one. So to a wonderful friend, I mean, that can be used for anything. So really versatile. You can put on the inside, happy birthday, thinking of you. Okay, so there's our stamping. And then let me pull out our botanicals. And we're going to have a big background here. So this is the one, and I love this because this has got the copper edge to it, so you can see it's shiny. Hopefully you can see that. And that is going to go right on here, flat. Well, you know what? I don't want to use too much of this because it looks like we're going to use quite a bit of it. So let me pull this off. They just have one piece on here. So let's just going to go with that. And that's going to go right there in the center. And we're going to have, let's see, this and this is going here, and then this one is going to go like this. Okay, so we're going to put it's easier if you do all the same thing, same action at the same time. It goes much faster, which I haven't done with this one. So I'm just trying to see how it goes. This is going to go like over here. And this looks like it goes dimensionally, I think. So let me add some dimensionals to it. And that is going to go like right in here. And then we're going to put okay, some more string. Okay, you can kind of straighten this out with your fingernail and get some of the curl out of it. Okay, so we're going to put like a piece here and then a piece here. Like that. And that is going to go like this. And then we've got this one that is going to go on top. Like that. So look at all that cluster with all that dimension. I like that. Okay, these get dimensions, and these two, these get the flat. Okay, so here's one here. And then here. Okay, getting all the flat tape on. Okay, here we go again. The little feathery is going to go here. And then it's going to go, whoops, that's the same one, isn't it? Okay, here we go. That one goes up here. I'm not really sure why this gets dimension to it, to tell you the truth. They do have dimensions on it, but because the dimensions, another dimensional goes on top of it. And so, whoops, let's put it right side up at least. And we're going to put it on like that. And then we've got, these seem to be a little bit bigger. I don't know if I'm out of my mind here. I think they're a little bit bigger. And we'll get one of our pre-cut strings and try to straighten it out a little bit. So we're going to go, let's see, to a wonderful friend. Oh no, I'm getting fumble fingered here. Cut a little tail off there. And we're going to put that on like this. And then we've got our botanical that goes on the very top. And that is just going to go just like this. I do like that with all the, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers here to add interest to your card. So that is really amazing to have that much dimension to a card, and you're not working terrifically hard to get it. And that's because of all of our die cuts that, you know, like I said, you would be stamping and cutting all of that if you didn't have the die cuts. So it saves you an enormous amount of time. And, you know, especially if you all are working, you know, time is, man, it's precious. You know, it's really precious. There's a lot of stuff to do on the weekends if you're working. You know, there's so much stuff to do. I remember before I retired, it was like, good grief, boy, the weekend went fast because there was so much work to do, to get done. Okay, so that's there. And now let me go ahead and start. And we put this down. Okay, this one's going to go over here. And that one's going to go here. We've got our smaller dimensionals that are going to go. I'm going to put dimensionals on there. That's not the one that I wanted, is it? Yeah, it is. It's the basil. Okay, so basil's going right in here. And then we've got and here's To a Wonderful Friend. And there we go. Then you've got texture in here too, along with the 6 levels. These are, I don't make a big deal about making as many cards as I can out of a kit. You certainly can. I mean, you can actually double the amount of cards by cutting these 2 pieces apart and making separate cards for each of those. You know, personally, I love decorated envelopes, and I like having a backing on it because, frankly, when I made cards with another company, I decorated the back with stamps that came with the kit. So I like decorated backgrounds. I mean, backs of cards, and I love decorated envelopes. So I am not inclined to cut the envelopes up. But that's just me. So this is going to be a vertical card, and that's going to go like that. And we've got our copper on here. And I'm sure this just gets the one piece. So we're going to put, you know, a running strip up the center. And another strip up the center. And this is going to get these cute little things, and those will get dimensionals on the back of them. So we'll go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of all of those. And so we're actually using quite a few dimensionals with this kit, but they gave us a whole lot of dimensionals. So you're never going to be shortchanged with the Paper Pumpkin kit. So, I mean, that's, you know, they've got it all figured down so that, you know, if you need a little extra, you've got a little extra. So, you know, that's terrific. You don't want to have to you know, figure out how to make up for your mistakes. Whoops. Didn't take them with me. And there we go. All of our dimensionals are on there. And what else do we need dimensionals on? So we're going to use... Okay, so... this is going to get a dimensional. Dimensional. And then a piece of tape for our string or twine, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. I'm missing one. Here it is. Okay. And then we've got our strings. It's nice how the strings straighten out. And that's how they're going to go on there, and then I'll just cut a little bit off. And I'll put another one on these. Oh, this is really curly. And then the last one here. So loop. And loop. Okay. And then we've got our circles here, and we're going to put Hello Spring on our circles. So we already have it seasoned. Isn't that a pretty color? And of course, there was another one there, so didn't need to use that one, did we? Okay, so what do we do on the back of this? See, I have so many of these. I'd rather save the big sheet. Okay, let me get the backings off of these and start putting a card together. So this is going to go this way. And then so I'm getting a good collection of trash over here. And then our chives are going to go like that. Then our little green tag is going to go like this. And then Hello Spring goes right on top. Just like that. So cute. Right? So horizontal on the vertical card. Then comes our stamped chives. And then our little green banner. And then our Hello Spring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels. I love that card. So cute. So cute. You don't want to cover up the name. You want to make sure you show your chives. And then say Hello Spring. So there we go. There's another paper pumpkin for February, all done. So we're ready to send out spring cards and Hello Friend cards. And they all go in a botanical envelope. So how wonderful is that? I don't know that I can fit all these. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll have So you can tell that there's 9 cards altogether. And with our little ink pad. So there we go. So thanks so much for watching. Bye now. Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe and learn along with me. Thank you. Bye-bye.